Welcome to today's episode. My name is Joseph Ebirim. I'm a management consultant and, of course, I'm a pharmacist as well. And today I want to talk to you, the CEO, and I want to talk about something that has to do with you and your staff. Or rather, I'd like to put it that you and the people you recruit to your business. All right. So many times, a lot of business owners complain about the attitude of their workers. While that is true, that a lot of workers, a lot of our staff have some wrong attitude, but I can tell you for free that a lot of times it is actually a replication of the impression you gave to your staff when you hired your staff. All right. So it might interest you to know that many times business owners actually welcome their staff with the notion that this place is an unserious place. This place is a place where we don't have standards. This place is a place we don't have vision. But just come in and see what you can do. That actually is the unspoken address many business owners give to their new recruits. Okay. And you ask me how? I mean, when did I say that? Don't forget that body language and unspoken words or unspoken conversations actually go further. They account for more than even spoken words, right? So how do you say this to your new recruits or to your new staff or the one you've just hired? Number one, now, a lot of times when you employ people, there is no paperwork. There is no contract on paper. There is no employment letter. What are you telling them? That, well, you could just come in and have you ever heard of any standard company, any big company that employs someone without an employment letter? And I ask, even you, the business owner, would you want to be employed in a place when you were seeking employment and you're not given an employment letter? As simple as an employment letter can be, a lot of business owners do not do the due diligence, do not have the time, do not have the discipline to compose an employment letter and hand it over. Now, what is the impression you make when you hand over an employment letter to a new staff? You're already telling the person, you're really giving the person an image, an impression of your organization as one of the best, as one of the standards. But when you don't do that, you're already telling the new recruits that, well, I just come in, let's see what we can do here. Another thing that a lot of business owners do not do is the proper onboarding. Well, again, like the saying goes, you can't give what you don't have. A lot of business owners know that somehow in their business, they really don't have a work culture. They really don't have hierarchy, well established. They don't really have structure. So maybe that's why they don't have anything to tell their new staff. But the truth is that apart from the rigorous task of recruitment, you have a duty to onboard your new staff properly. So the onboarding process is that opportunity you have as a business owner, as an MD, as a manager, to put the new staff through the operational system, through the staff, the other staff, the management, and the processes that go on in that organization. But when you don't do that, the fellow comes in and begins to do things their own way, in the ways they have learned from other places they've worked or from wherever they've studied, right? And then when they do not give you the deliverables you desire, it becomes to you as though they are not efficient. But remember that training, putting your staff through what needs to be done is the responsibility of the person that is hiring, because this staff, no matter how competent they are, do not have 100% knowledge of what you have in mind, or even why you established the company, or certain important goals and milestones you would like to achieve. So it's important that you're letting the new staff know things like what exactly you want them to do, the kind of portfolio you like them to have, what you want them to be called, who and who you like them to address, the reporting format. So who do you report to and who reports to who? It's also important to let people know, information about appraisals, okay? when is this goal supposed to be met, and how are we going to be appraising? It's important to let people know where the company is going, the vision, the mission of the company. What are the core values? What are those priceless elements of your business that you hold so dear? The onboarding process is the time to let that your new staff know. And if you don't let your new staff know, your new staff, that's even showing leadership, then your new staff will go their own way and you won't be able to get the result. And one of the challenges is that a lot of people hire thinking that hiring has to do with replacing someone who has gone or replacing a secretary. But most times, I like to always tell people that what you are replacing is a role, or what you're filling is a role that you have looked at it and say, okay, well, I can't do this myself. These other staff can't do this. I need somebody with competency in this role, in that role, to be able to add to the team on ground and deliver the results that we need to make success out of our business. Okay, so it's important to onboard properly, to let people know what you expect of them, when you expect it from them, and guide them on how you believe things should be done in your own place. And then, like I also said, it's important to have an employment letter, a contract agreement on paper, so that when the person will be leaving, that will also be a reference point to the person. All right. So it is important how we treat the people that we employ. The kind of impression we give the people that we employ will determine to a great extent how they are going to relate with us while they are there. And then finally, I also like to add that when you recruit people, when you employ or hire staff, it's also important that you have a file for them where you keep important data, okay, pertaining to them, their guarantors, their, of course, their personal biodata, the guarantors document, and also important things like confidentiality document, especially if you do business that has to do with um, people's information, and of course maybe you need a document to sign for conflict of interest and all, and competition. It's important that you get all these bouquet of documents and processes in place when you're hiring your staff, so that you can demand top quality, top service, top deliverables from your staff, and you have something to hold them accountable for when they fail to do that. And then you can now have the impetus to complain and to say, oh, well, this staff did not work. Outside that, you have no reason to complain. I hope this is instructive. I hope this is really educative. And let me know what you feel in the comment section. And do well to follow us on our handle, on our channel. Do well to subscribe. And of course, like our video and share our video. And if what we do, it makes sense, you can always call us or reach out to us on our contact details, and we'll be there to support the growth of your business. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.